Once upon a time, in a kingdom where the rivers gleamed like silver and the trees whispered ancient songs, there lived a little princess named Seraphina. She was curious, kind, and full of wonder. One summer's day, while wandering beyond the castle walls, Seraphina stumbled upon a hidden gate covered in ivy. Pushing it open, she found herself in a mystical garden, a place where roses glowed faintly at dusk and fountains sang lullabies to the wind. There, she met a beautiful girl who seemed no different than herself, except for her eyes, which sparkled with secrets untold. The girl introduced herself as Elara. Day after day, the princess returned to the garden, and together they laughed, played, and shared dreams as children do. But one place remained forbidden, a dark cave at the far edge of the garden. Whenever Seraphina asked about it, Elara's face turned pale. "Never go inside," she whispered. "Promise me, Seraphina, never think of it again." The princess obeyed, for a time. One afternoon, Elara was late. Seraphina, restless with waiting, wandered near the cave. A strange pull drew her closer until at last curiosity overcame fear. She stepped inside. What she saw froze her heart. An ancient witch, cloaked in shadow, her eyes burning like coals. It was Elara's mother. "Ah," hissed the old witch, "the little princess dares trespass." Seraphina trembled, but before the witch could strike, Elara appeared, throwing herself before her mother. "Please, do not harm her. I beg you, spare her life. Curse her if you must, but do not take her from me." The old witch grumbled and sneered, but agreed. With words of dark magic, she bound Seraphina with a curse. Every day at sunset, she would forget everything she had lived, every memory, every love. From then on, her life became a cycle of beginnings with no endings. Years passed, and the princess grew into a woman of grace and sorrow. The king summoned healers, magicians, and wise men, but no one could lift the curse. Until one day, in the same enchanted garden, a handsome young man named Adrian met her. They fell in love at once, but when the sun sank below the horizon, Seraphina's eyes grew distant. She no longer knew his name. Yet Adrian returned every day. He wooed her anew, telling her stories, making her laugh, showing her kindness. Though it broke his heart to start again each morning, his love only grew stronger. He began to ask questions, and Seraphina, though her mind was clouded, always recalled one thing: the mystery garden. So Adrian followed her there and discovered Elara, still disguised as a beautiful maiden. She smiled at him sweetly, but when their eyes met, something stirred. Elara herself fell in love with him. Adrian, however, suspected the truth. Pretending to return her affection, he earned her trust until she revealed the path to the cave. Inside, he confronted the old witch. With cunning and courage, he struck her down, breaking the curse at last. The spell shattered. Princess Seraphina's memory returned, and when she looked at Adrian, she knew him, not just for a moment, but forever. They married, and the kingdom rejoiced, believing the story ended there. But in the shadows of the garden, Elara wept. Her mother was gone, her love betrayed, her heart broken. Her grief turned to fire, her longing to rage. And so she vowed, "The story is not over. The day will come when the princess and her prince will know the wrath of the witch they left behind."